Parking lots are called parking. This is one of the handy features of the PBXS. Elastics do offer the call parking features. Those who don't know what call parking means, let me explain to them the scenario. Just imagine you're on the receptions, somebody calls in to you. Your desk, your working desk is, let's say, upstairs. You have some reports over there and you receive the call while you're on the reception's desk. Person on the other side of the phones is asking something details on the reports which are upstairs on the desk. Now one thing is either you can transfer the call, but the thing is as soon as you transfer the calls, it will start ringing over there. Somebody need to pick it up since you are downstairs, the receptions. So what is the solution actually? So what you can do, you can park your call. And this is something like on hold temporary. You're putting somebody on the on hold, or you just park the call and then you go upstairs. Then you dial the particular feature code to retrieve this call and then you can speak to him. Call parking is something we have the one of the inbuilt feature in the Elastics. What you do actually, you need to define the parking extensions. You can have the parking slot IDs. So each time whenever you want to park the call, you will be dialing that extensions, that particular feature code. Actually it's not an extension, that the feature code that you will be dialing in, and the system will respond you back call parking ID or call parking lot. So let me show you how you can do that in the Elastics as well. Go on my PBX and I have the configuration menu on my left side. So what I will do, as you can see here, it is just at the bottom, parking lot. You click on that and you should read these informations. This module is used for configuring parking lots and asterisk. You can read the details here. Most of the time the default configurations for such feature is good enough to start until unless you have some very specific or customs requirement, and most of the cases this will work for you. So what I'll put the parking lot extensions, which I said 700. One more tip I like to give you: whenever you are using the feature codes, do not use the feature codes which you defined in the extensions. I mean, what I'm trying to say, that your extension should always be unique, so it should not be conflicting with the feature codes. So if you define 700 or 700 as a feature code for call parking, this you should not use as a normal extension for the users, because now it's a system reserved, so the system is using it. Similarly also for the ring groups, as we have seen that we set up 600. Again, as a good practice, we should not use that as an extension because we assign that numeric key or numeric numbers to the ring group. Similarly is also for the parking lot. So I'm putting 700 here. For me this is good enough, default lot, or you can put some name, whatever you like. Park lot starting, I'll put 700 701. So if I'm parking the first call, I'll be getting this number. Then when I go upstairs, I'll be dialing this number to retrieve the call. And the number of slots, so this is the maximum number of slots, and even if you're having a bigger systems, you can increase this up to 10, no problem. You can do that. As you can see, from 701 to 710 you have all the parking slots. This is parking timeout, maximum how long it should be parked, 45 seconds is default. You can increase if you want. If you know you're good enough to go upstairs, but in a situation where you're having a multi-story building, 4 or 5 floors or whatever, then even if you believe that you cannot reach in 45 seconds, you can increase to the 60s or 2 minutes, whatever you like. It's all customizable and you can change them. And this is something the music class. So once you park the caller, he will be having some music, so you should not bore him with some ringing or silent, which looks dumb. So what you can do, you can have some music for him for a while you go upstairs and retrieve the call from the parking lot. BLF capabilities is something busy light field, which is the phone features, point slots, etc. for a second, that you can select. So the rest of the features we will leave as it is. If you require some particular settings on them, then you can just click on this and you can read the help. All the help appears, all the informations. So let me go down, click on submit changes, then I'll apply, and that's it. So my call parking feature is ready to use. So whenever I want to park the call, I can dial this 700 and I'll park the call.